Unconscious Whispers. So today we come to this page, and this one is called Break Down Your Walls. Society hides and lurks. Culture is a web that can expand you or close your horizons. Tradition, this is how it's always been done. When you set you free, all of the other walls come down too. Underneath it all is a unique you living in the bliss of its own being, waiting to be freed by you. So this page is all about breaking down the walls, and all the walls that we have as individuals. You have you, which is in front of you, and then you have society, culture, tradition, and all these things that we use as excuses not to live the life that we were born to live. So it's time to get out of your own way. Time to get out of your own way. Tradition. Hearing words like, oh, but this is how we've always done it. Why is it that we do this, mom, dad? Don't ask these questions. This is how it's always been done. Being allowed to question everything will give you freedom to be who you are and who you're meant to be. Let's do it this way. What traditional beliefs are you using as an excuse to not live the life you're meant to live? What are you holding as your excuse? Because behind all of this, the only thing that's truly holding us back is ourselves. And even with ourselves, even that's an excuse. Oh, I don't have time. I have too much on my plate. I'm too tired. I was super tired today. Super tired. And it would have been easy for me to speak to my personal trainer and say, you know what, I can't today. Too tired. It would have been easy for me to not see the people that I wanted to see today. It would have been easy for me to not colour in this page today. Even I was having second thoughts. I'm tired. I'd been to the hairdresser. I'd had my hair done. And as much as I wanted to make a video, I was tired. Yeah, I wanted to get out of my own way. I knew what page I was colouring today. And I found it really interesting. I thought, you know what? This is a sign, isn't it? That I can stay in my own way. And then I could have made a video tomorrow and said, I got in my own way yesterday. And this is what I did. Instead, I get to make a different video. Instead, I get to say, yeah, I chose not to listen to my mind. I chose to follow my heart. I chose to get myself up, as tired as I felt, and the moment I'd put a little bit of makeup on, I soon felt awake again. And it was then I thought, it's these little things that we do to make ourselves feel better, more energized. They all make a difference. All make a difference. What beliefs from tradition are no longer serving you, are not serving your growth journey, are not serving who you are as an authentic, unique light? What are you willing to do for yourself to keep stepping into you and not the demands of a tradition that isn't serving your light? Some traditions are going to be serving your light. Some traditions need to fall away. And no one is going to have the answer for you but you. In your heart, you will know, this doesn't work for me. What's the worst that's going to happen? I've done this in the past where I've come away from traditional aspects, and what's happened is in my journey I've met people who still follow some of these traditions, and I'll sit and speak with them, and I will ask them the questions that, I was asking myself at the time. And listening to them and their version, their words, through their wisdom, through their life lived, it's given me a different way to look at things. So don't be too quick to judge things. Yeah, be okay letting things go, and if they come back to you to serve a purpose where it's allowing you to be a unique, authentic light, great. You get to install it like new software in your being, from a new understanding, from a new light. There are so many things that I've let go of and that I will now feel into with a different energy. And isn't that a better, more wiser way to be than, oh, it's to make this person happy? Okay. You've probably been questioning some things about tradition since a young age, and maybe hearing this here is prompting you to look at it again with new eyes and new life experience, where you get to say, actually, that one's outdated now, or wow, that tradition is growing my faith. It's a different energy. As an adult, you get to choose what feels good for you and what doesn't. You get to decide. You're the keeper of your own emotions. And whatever you're choosing is going to choose you back. Keep listening to the rhythm of your own heart. And maybe in the journal, write down, have a look at, is society one of my excuses? Is culture one of my excuses? Is tradition one of my excuses? And you can have whole lists on each of these on what your excuses might be. In the end, when you get out of your own way and you do what your heart truly desires in a loving way, you get to go free out of the prison of your own mind. In truth, the only person who's ever really stopping us is us. People will blame tradition, culture, society. And how often will they look at themselves and say, actually, I've been in my own way this past year, and I'm now taking a step in order to stop blocking myself. Things that we've learned since we were children, they were our truth then, they're not our truth now. Really start getting ready to go free. Free from your beliefs that don't serve you. And not with judgment. In order to break down the walls, it doesn't mean that you have to offend people or that you have to put people's beliefs, traditions down, because it's going to be serving everyone in different ways. And in some way or another, it would have done its job for you. That's too light. Somewhere in your soul contract, you chose to come in and have these lessons of tradition, culture, society, and you. Somewhere you chose this. And what gets to happen is in your life journey, in your healing journey, you get to then start choosing that which works for you, and that's it. This works for me in a healthy, loving way to grow my faith with me and with the divine. A series of choices. Brick by brick, we get to break down our walls. Doesn't have to be a big wall you break down, it could just be you've taken one brick away of belief and you're settling into the energy of moving that. Oh my gosh, this is a big thing for me. This is the only thing I can deal with right now. That's cool. Whatever works for you. Some people will go in and they'll bulldoze the walls down. Some will set fire to it, to their walls. Some will do it brick by brick. And it will just show you who you are as a person, depending on which outlet you're choosing. No judgment. Fire is transformational. We're all on a journey, and there's no judgment. Absolutely no judgment. We each are exactly where we need to be right now. We each are hearing exactly what we need to hear right now. We each are being who we exactly need to be right now. And when the heart shudders, when it calls for change, when it's planted a seed, when it's growing, when it's glowing, everything will be known to you before it's known to anyone else. Your heart, your body, your mind, your experience. I was excited about colouring this page because I know that sometimes when you've got so much repetition going on, it can be challenging for the mind or it can be calming, depending on what experience you're choosing to have in that moment. And then it's also reflecting back on the words. This page, I feel, is such a powerful page. And part of what I found to be the most powerful was the wall that's you. Really seeing how much we are in our own ways. I had other digital artists who said to me I wouldn't have the patience to do the brickwork how you've drawn it. Before we move on, that made me jump. Okay. Gosh, the next time I colour in a picture might be when I'm in the south of France, if I take everything with me. Let's see. Tradition. Let's move on to the colt. What colour shall we do you, Mr. Colt? Let's go for do these. Oh, this one's trickier. Cult. Culture. I first heard about cult in culture through a class that I was taking with a teacher in America. And it was there that she would mention cult in the word culture. And it depends for you what energy that brings out for you. Remember, we're all individual. Like sometimes we have movies and they will say, well, this is a cult classic. Words are only positive, negative, depending on your life experience. The words themselves are probably neutral until we use them. And depending on how we're choosing to use them. What goes through your mind in terms of a belief that needs to be altered or maintained that comes from culture? Personally, I don't see culture as a bad thing. I don't see tradition as a bad thing. However, that which you're using as an excuse to hold yourself, your dreams, your visions back, that is a destructive thing. It's a destructive it's a destructive belief. And maybe through lack of understanding and wisdom, the energy that's been placed on the word isn't doing it justice. What are the things you love about your culture which grow you? What are the things that you find in culture are hindering you? And all of our cultures across the world are going to be different. It's going to hold a different energy, different resonance. Never judge anyone else's journey, for you're not living in their tradition, their culture, their society, and life experience. Hold compassion in your heart. Compassion will gather the strength to help you understand. Compassion is beautiful like that. It's a ladder to understanding. Understanding that we don't know anything, especially what is in the heart of another person. You can just about make up your mind for yourself. You can just about have ideas for yourself. And then to go around judging someone else is ridiculous. Get in, go love yourself, do that work, and then you'll only see beauty, hard work in the people around you. The world is a beautiful place if you choose to view it that way. Culture can be a beautiful thing when you use it in a growing faith, unique way. Culture can support you, or it can close your horizons. I said it here, culture's a web. It can expand you or close your horizons. Everything is based on our perception, how we wish to view it. But if you're using things as an excuse not to do the work that you need to do, I'm calling you out. You. And you again. That was quite dramatic, wasn't it? Might keep that same yellow out for all of the cement work. What are the things that you do culturally that grow you every day? That make you smile? That bring sunshine to your day? We have a bit of a colouring culture at the moment where I do meet people and they do say, oh, I love colouring. For me, it just takes me back to being a child, just feeling free, using my favourite colours for no reason other than those were the colours that I wanted to use, and being upset when the colour would run out, being upset if someone else was using my colour and I had to wait. Loving it when a colour was shared by an individual. Were you the sharer? I don't know if I was. I probably was. Probably was. Even if I didn't want to, I probably was. I just had a memory come back to me of when I was at school. So I went to a school where there was lots of white students, and I was, probably the only Indian girl. And I had such long hair that would come down to my hips, and sometimes I would just, take my hair out with a plait and just let it down, and I'd have people trying to come touch my hair. Oh, you have lovely hair. And my friend would just come up in that space and say, you're not allowed to touch her hair, it's sacred. Well, is it sacred? I didn't know it was sacred, but I believed her because I knew she was protecting me from grubby hands. So I always respected her for that, and sometimes we do laugh about it. And I genuinely believe she believes it. But your hair's sacred, Reena. Sometimes we meet people who want to protect your culture. And they protect it for you. And here I am years later with my hair chopped. I had it cut again today at the hairdresser's. Ah, the errors of bleaching my hair. At the time, it always feels like a good idea, but in the end, it just dries it out so much. So I had to have a big chunk of it chopped off because it just didn't feel healthy. And my hairdresser, Jodie, she always does me good. Jodie and Kayla and Louise. It's nice going back to people who know you because you don't have to explain yourself. So at my hairdressers, they'll always know my drink of choice. They'll ask me, hot chocolate? Yes, always. It's when I like to treat myself to a nice hot chocolate. Because I don't drink these things at home. I tend to have herbal teas, clove water, cardamom water, Indian chai. But I have decaf. Culture. We often admire people who have broken free of any toxic traits of culture. What's toxic for you, I might not see as toxic. What feels toxic for me, you might say, but that's one of the best things about our culture. Perspective and life path, life journey, destiny, fate. We're each destined to do what we do. And the question is, can you still hold faith? I quite enjoyed doing that, I'm not going to lie. I mean, I've got 2 more brick walls to go. Oh, I missed one. Watch this space because I am going to be doing videos. I don't know if I've mentioned it in another video or not. I am looking to do videos where I'll be doing watercolor colouring videos of these pages for kids. Because one of my friends who is a teacher, she rightfully said, you know, if you have videos without you talking about divorce and other things, I can actually show them in my classroom. It's like, oh, that's actually a great idea considering, you know, my heart has always called to working with children, especially with this type of work, mindfulness. So, watch this space as I look to create it. I can see it now, like I've got little niece and nephews. My niece is 6 and I've got nephews who are 3 years old and 1 year old. And I can imagine them watching my videos and just not taking anything I say seriously because of the way they see me and the conversations we have. So that would be interesting. Society. What colour are you? That was a bluey green. Society. Let's go for the darker blues. Maybe a bit of blue and grey. Society. Oh, what will people say? Society hides and lurks. Society is that space you live in. And what parts of society benefit your growth? Keep you in check? Society. What are your beliefs about society which now you need or should consider letting go of because it's not serving you or your journey? What can you finally start letting go of? Always breathing it out. I take the deep breaths when I'm colouring because it helps me to centre myself. It helps me to rechannel the words that need to come through. Helps me to go into my spine, tap in. Society. What part of you is done explaining yourself? It's not about being a rebel. It's about being you. Sometimes being us, it just comes at a cost of other people feeling unhappy. How could you do this? What will people say? Society. The society around me, for instance, would, even now, it will meet me at social gatherings and it will ask me, "Oh, are you still doing that healing stuff?" Yeah. "Oh, so you're not doing dentistry anymore?" "No, I stopped 10 years ago." "Oh, but I thought you made lots of money as a dentist." Society. People will speak according to their limitations, their fears. Listen. Listen carefully and they will divulge everything to you. You don't actually have to say anything and they will show you who they are. And you can thank me for that. You don't have to answer yourself. You don't have to justify it. This one. I'm going to do the eyes separate because society is an eye. It's like the big brother watching. So we'll leave that to the end. What are your beliefs that serve you through society? Everyone's answer to that question will be so different. Breaking down your walls. What's stopping you? Really, what's stopping you? Are you scared? What are you scared of? What's the best that can happen? What's the best that can happen? Refocus your attention. What's the best that can happen? Honor yourself, the divine light within you. Honor yourself. I, the self, the watchful eye of society. Oh my gosh, I'm having so much fun colouring this page. I'm breaking myself free from society and tradition and culture. I cut my hair. And yet I can still meditate. I mean, my mentor has no hair and he meditates. Love you, Mike. I don't think he'll watch this. I'm okay. Hair. I can channel and have channeled with long hair, with short hair. I can do good deeds with long hair and short hair. And for me, I do want to grow my hair. I do. And I want it to be healthy. I had to get rid of the bleached ends. And it was also symbolic for me because as my hair grows, I get to cut out these bleached portions, which I bleached during a time during my divorce. So once that portion has gone, it will be symbolic of look how far you've come. Look how much you've grown. My hair too. Look how much. We can use symbols in anything for you, against you. Whatever you're choosing is choosing you too. So really think about what you're choosing to choose. Why is it a light in the middle of this? Because in the culture, in the society, in the tradition that I come from, we talk about holding the divine light inside of us. Hence, you'll hear me talking about you're a walking temple. And that's what this light represents. A light of transformation, a light to be okay going through a change, no matter where it is on its journey. I haven't done a long video like this in a while. We've come to an hour. Eek. Some of the pages are more detailed than others. It's all good. It's all God. I did know this was going to take more than an hour. Especially if I took my time with it. I mean, even with me taking my time here, this is, you know, if I was colouring it not for the camera, I'd be taking a lot more time. I'd be moving the page around. But I wanted to colour and talk about the pages. Because I don't know, and I never know what's going to come through. So if I record it, we all get to enjoy the wisdom that flows through. I'm just a speaker, just a tool here, bringing through joy, wisdom, whatever you may want to call it. We'll go for actually, what I want to do is go for a brown. Because I don't want to shy away from the fact that I am brown. I want to embrace it and not see it as something that's working against me. I want to see it as something that just is. So this one's for me. And that's what these pages are about. It's about whatever it means for you, whatever is going to create the healing for you. And it doesn't have to be the same for both of us. Then let's use some orange. Orange represents the sacral chakra. So this is emotional for me. It's breaking through my emotional wall. I didn't know when I was going to be colouring the wall of you that I was going to take it so personally. Yeah, it's, you know, if you want to heal, you've got to take your journey personally. You've got to take it in person. Whatever that means for you. Let society, culture, tradition do say whatever it wants to. Who cares? At the end of the day, if you're happy, you're living your best life. What is it to anyone else? Let them. Let them be who they are. Let them talk. Because maybe that's all they are, is just talk. Let them. Yet you carry on being you. Gosh, I rushed that one. Sacral chakra. And then, let's see, is this one too light? I think it will work. What does this colour represent? In the healing work I do, it makes me and it gives me the feel of the crown chakra. It's the opening up to my divinity no matter what. To be willing to do this trip, this journey, in love, in faith, no matter what. No matter what others say, what others think, what others feel. Having this poetry, these conversations with the divine, with God, no matter what. Oh gosh, as I'm doing the grout work here, it's making me see lightning. Lightning always makes me think of Thor's hammer, Odin, the Nordic gods. Or in the Indian pantheon, it would make me think of Indra, the Vajra, his lightning bolt, which was a weapon. It's quite cool. Never saw it until I started colouring. The bolts of change. When you take down the wall of you. That is pretty cool. Okay. Right, how do we light you up? Let's put you on a brown platform or grey. I'm speaking to myself as I'm colouring this, going, it's okay. It's okay if this one's going to be a bit long, the video. It is what it is. Some of them have been short, in the 40-minute mark. I say short. You are an authentic, unique light. Your unique you is living in the bliss of its own inner being, waiting to be freed by you. That's who you are. Unique. You're amazing. You're beautiful. You're just light, energy, glowing. Never let anyone, anything dim your light. We want to see who you are as a light being. Gifting, giving. Share it all. After this, I've actually got 2 photo healings to do. New clients. So, quite excited about that. I decided that colouring the page would be nice to do first as a way of lightening my nervous system, because it really gets me out of my mind, especially when you're colouring for a while. That reminds me of concrete that gets put on the ground. Yeah, that's what that just reminded me of. Right, let's colour you up, Mr. Light. Let's go for... Ah. I want to keep it the same colours this time because we've already got quite a lot of multicolours going on. Let's go. Oh, missed one. I love the way life happens. I mean, in some cultures, they will purposely make mistakes, a mistake in their artwork because they believe that the only thing that can ever be perfect is God. I love that. Okay. forget you are a walking temple, a divine, divine light. Never forget that. Life will throw so many challenges your way. Accept the challenge and grow. And within yourself, you get to become lighter. As the weight shifts, your energy gets brighter and lighter in weight and in hue, in color. I have thoroughly enjoyed this page. Okay. Move off, yeah. And I hope you enjoy it too. Break down your own walls, set yourself free, be the authentic, unique light. Until next time.